good to be here. Yeah, I can't even remember how many years ago it was that I first kind of came across FinaMetrica. It's probably 8 or 9 years ago now. And what it struck me was already looking at our industry at this wide range of various questionnaires that we use to evaluate risk tolerance for clients that basically looked like someone just sat down and wrote a bunch of questions that seemed like they would sound pretty good. Which we did because regulators sort of required us to ask some questions of this nature, and they didn't seem particularly robust. They often really weren't even well written, and I started wondering, like, is there some better way to go about doing this? And as I started researching, looking down that road, what I ultimately ended up finding was FinaMetrica and this whole robust science behind there actually is a science to how to properly construct tests for particularly psychological traits, which are otherwise kind of hard to measure because they're psychological and they're up here. And so I was really impressed with FinaMetrica going through it to sort of see, all right, well, yes, all these questionnaires we've historically used are bad. That actually doesn't mean risk tolerance is immeasurable or that you can't go down this road. It's that you just need to use something that's actually got some science behind it to validly, reliably measure what you're trying to measure. And still to date, FinaMetrica is really the only offering I've seen that has any level of science behind it in how the questionnaire and the process was designed to ensure it is actually measuring what it is intended to measure. And so I continue to be impressed and kind of find FinaMetrica unique from that perspective. It's just it actually has the science of how you designed a test to do this properly, not just kind of wing it with interesting questions that seem like they might work but clearly don't.
Thanks, Michael. John.